All right, guys, so you finished part one of the 3 O's. Now we're here in part two, which is optimize. We got the property. Now, how do we make it the best we can for our end user, for our owners, for ourselves? That's what optimization is all about. So as you can see, we're on the exterior of this property, which actually has 4 separate units. But as you can hear, you've got an airplane, you've got a freeway. These are all things we discovered in part one, and we've already made the decision to go forward with the property because it was a great deal, but now we have to mitigate that impact. So we're gonna do things like give earplugs to all of our guests. We're gonna mention it in the copyright, in the description, in other things to note, so there's no surprises. And we're gonna show it in the drone photos to make sure they see the proximity to the freeway and to the airport. So on the outside of the property, a couple things you wanna do working your outside in optimization. The first is your landscaping, okay? How often are they gonna need to come? What actually happens? Are they real trees? Are they fake trees? What's that cost gonna be? All things you wanna consider before you open. Another is parking. So not just the parking that you have on site, or maybe you don't, but also street parking. How much of it is there? What kind of signs are there? Is there street sweeping? Are people gonna get ticketed or towed? These are all things you wanna know, and you wanna give that information to the guests before they get here. So now that you've kind of looked at the outside, let's go to the exterior amenities and work our way inside. On my way to the exterior amenities, we're gonna talk about trash. Very important to know what days they come, what times they come, who's gonna take it out, when are they gonna take it out. Please don't make your guests do it. If I'm on vacation, don't give me the house rules that I need to take the trash in and out. It's not a good look. They're spending a lot of money to be here. Find a company or one of your cleaners or an employee or a handyman or somebody, a neighbor, they can do it for you for a small cost. Don't make your guests do it. Optimize your parking by using signage. That's something we did here. Because we have 3 or even 4 units, we wanted to make sure that's clearly labeled with the signs. We also put a camera, not just to make sure we know who's coming and going, but to make sure we know who's parking when and where. If somebody shows up and they double park and they block it for everyone else, we shut it down immediately by monitoring the camera, sending them a photo, calling them, being polite about it, but saying, hey, you gotta move your car. We're gonna talk about this unit later. We're gonna talk about this unit later. For now, let's go to the exterior amenities. So we're in Southern California. You wanna be outside. Beautiful tea lights on this real tree, outdoor dining. Now this dining can either be assigned to that guest or this guest, depending on how we rent it. And I'll talk about that later in the operating portion. But again, for optimizing, we have some beautiful lights. That way at night, it's also very safe for the guest, feels well lit. We also have these solar lights on all the stairs that come on at night. They don't just look good, but they also serve a purpose. And then here we go, this beautiful outdoor area. Now, when we were designing this, we wanted to think about who's gonna be spending the time here. Is it this unit? Is it that unit? And we went with this unit because it's closest to them. And they have 2 balconies and patios that share this. But if you rent this with another unit, you get to have the best of both. And I'll explain that later. As far as amenities, we have a barbecue grill there, cornhole, a bunch of seating, and we even deleted a whole bunch of planters that were here to move the seating as far back from the freeway noise as possible. Even right now, you can see I'm kind of yelling over that noise. It is what it is. I would still book this and hang out here. And again, it's setting that expectation with the user ahead of time. Gotta have a hot tub, very important amenity to have. Again, more lighting. And we have these beautiful solar lights going all the way around this fence. Very cool at night. This thing just pops. I'll put a photo in this video so you can see what it looks like. Big shout out to my friend Juan who took these photos that I'm gonna put in this, and having those photos at night that shows the lighting, shows the twilight, really, really important. And you think of that ahead of time. So we're gonna come up these stairs. Again, grip tape on all the stairs, solar lights on all the stairs, additional lighting on all the stairs, signage on the stairs. So we have signage that says, please use the handrail. And here we are at the entrance. So we've got this beautiful mansion, like I talked about in part one, and it was a big conversation on how to operate it. And we decided to do it as 3 bookable units. And let's go inside and check them out. All right, so now we're inside the kind of lobby landing area of the Sherman Doig house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. We thought this is a really cool homage to the original house. You can even see the little car here, which, probably my favorite feature. Taking the user on a journey, taking the user on an experience, creating moments, creating memories, differentiating ourselves from hotels. We kept a lot of the original items like this banister, this staircase here, but then beautified it, right? You have the original door frames, the original doors, but you have the modern operational touches of auto door closers and of digital locks. Very important, you have strong Wi-Fi throughout the house. We have mesh routers that boost that Wi-Fi signal so that we make sure that these locks are always working. Very cool feature here to show you that'll connect to the bottom unit later is this second staircase here that gives us the ability to rent this as 2 units or even 1 unit that everybody can rent and connect at the same time. I'm gonna block the code, which we do change all the time. And we're gonna go into the first unit, again, auto door closer. Hey guys, so now we're inside our first unit. And as you can hear, no airplanes, no freeway. Good stuff. Also, huge shout out to Interior Inspired. Again, we wanted to own as much of the original charm and beauty that this house came with. I mean, it's so freaking cool. You have the original chandelier holder up there. Not sure what it's called. Come at me in the comments if you know what it is. But then a modern chandelier to go with it. So cool. This wallpaper that you can measure the walls, send to the company, and they'll send it to you in the exact specifications and dimensions that you need. Very, very cool. We call this the Beauty and the Beast room. And again, why did we do this? Why did we make this choice? Why have a huge dining room and no living room? Well, we're limited on space and we wanted to maximize occupancy. So in this unit, we can sleep 10 people. And rather than try to give them a tiny living room and a tiny dining room, we made the choice of big dining room, right? If they want to hang out, they have that whole outdoor area. They have a seating area in there, but this is where they're going to get together, gather, congregate, cook, dine, eat, have a great time. And if they want to sit on that bench or in those chairs and watch TV, they can, but we made that decision. And remember, if you're going to be renting this and the unit below it or above it, now you've got even more people and even more important to have a big, nice dining area. So now we're going to go into the primary. Again, we kept the original door frames, the original door, but modern hardware. And how freaking cool is this bedroom? So this is dual primary, really. And again, the pre-cut wallpaper to fit that wall, having kind of a modern antique piece of art with the bubble gum. So it's clearly old, but clearly new, bringing it all together. Very, very cool. Very modern headboard, modern lamps, but even the decor pillows kind of have that aged feature to bring it all together. Nice white linens, nice blackout curtains, full length mirror, which is always important. We've got the AC splits, we've got the smart TV, the remote, the built-in electric fireplace. Let's go to the other bedrooms. Again, very important, we have remote holders everywhere. People lose them, people break them, very important. We've got this kind of second bedroom slash sitting area that overlooks the outdoor space. So again, if people want to sit and read and have some peace and quiet, an urban oasis, if you will, we have this beautiful original stained glass. And just again, keep an homage to the kind of the original features while modernizing them. Very cool. Now we're gonna head that way to another bedroom. Original doors here, some nice frosted glass. And remember, we're not fully done. We're about 80%. That's why we're doing the tour now, because we don't wanna block the dates. So you have a nice big kitchen here, limited on space. It's a historic building, so we did the best we could with the size that we had. Original window frame here. Again, the artwork and the decor, old and new. You've got this beautiful queen over queen bunk bed in here that can easily sleep 4 people, maximizing that occupancy. And again, old and new decor to bring it all together. Original door frames, brand new, beautiful bathroom. And shout out to the owners and the builders for making this kind of modernized bar area. We didn't want to demo it, so we kept this original glass, but then modernized the rest of it. And this actually goes back out to that outdoor space. So we're gonna walk out there now and tie the whole property together. So now we're back outside. And again, you can see that this space clearly overlooks that. So we wanted to give it both to them. We're still gonna activate this. We'll put some more seating out here, But that's it for this unit. Now let's take you to one of the units upstairs. All right, so now we're back in the landing area lobby of this beautiful mansion. Again, shout out to this original drawing here, but let's go to the upstairs rentable unit. One thing we're gonna add is these beautiful metal plates to these stairs so their luggage doesn't destroy it. And it'll be a nice brass color to kind of match the existing brass chandeliers. Original stained glass over here. Again, kind of a modern, new, old decor to tie it all together. Beautiful original stained glass there. Brand new door, brand new hardware. Come on into this top story unit. So here we are upstairs. And again, what don't you hear? No freeway, no planes, okay? So, and who's our end user? Probably a family. Could be groups, could be a bunch of couples traveling together. You don't want to exclude anyone from your marketing, but you still want to be specific. Again, we leaned into what was already here, what is already in the city, how can they live like a local? In this unit in particular, there is stained glass everywhere. So our designer, Interior Inspired, really leaned into that and pulled from that in all of their choices. Nice big sectional sofa, nice flat screen TV, smart TV built in, nice big ceiling fan. Got the original wood trims, original staircase, nice big dining area. Again, very important. Modern kitchen. In my opinion, if the kitchens and bathrooms feel new and modern, it doesn't matter if the rest feels slightly historic. That way you get the best of both worlds. We're gonna go to this front primary suite here. So again, nice big ceiling fan, nice blackout curtains, very modern in some of the choices, while very historic in some of the other choices. Keeping it all together, you got the luggage rack, you got the garment rack, flat screen TV. Now, typically I don't like dressers, but we went for one in here. Got the first bathroom here. And now we have another bedroom in the front. Now this bedroom is one of my favorite places in this building. Where else can you get this? Got the nice chandelier, blackout curtains, original windows, modern bed, original built-in cabinetry. Look how cool this is. Got the stained glass, unbelievable. Where else are you gonna get this? And again, huge shout out to everybody that pulled this together, including the spider on the roof there. We got the nice garment rack here, more luggage rack. And again, you don't really hear anything. So great job on the soundproofing. So now let's go to my favorite part of this unit. By the way, if you have big units, please give them washer dryers. Such an important amenity, especially if they're bringing the kiddos. You know that they're gonna wanna do laundry before they get back on their plane. Coming up to the coolest part of this house, in my opinion, is this loft, attic, movie theater, kids room, extra bedroom, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna get these lights on so you guys can really see what we've done. Actually, by painting it, it made it feel bigger. And by adding this projector here, we've created the ability to have a bedroom here, but also sit back, have a screen that comes down from the roof, watch the movies with the family. Kids can be here, parents can be downstairs. That way the kids are here and safe, but they can still run around and have a great time. Here you have another primary suite. Beautiful new modern decor while maintaining the original charm and features. Very freaking cool. Full-length mirror. Now, typically I'm not a fan of carpet and I talk about it in my videos, but here we thought it was appropriate because when you're up here, you're gonna be shoes off, you're gonna be hanging out, there's gonna be bean bags on the floor. So kind of more of that movie theater lounge vibes. We actually went for the carpet. We leaned into it. We have a popcorn machine here. We have another bathroom over here, and you even have views of the bay from this bathroom. But that's it for this part of the video. Let's go downstairs and check out the other two units. All right, so we're back in the landing area again, but now we're gonna go into the third unit at the bottom. Earlier, I mentioned this kind of secret staircase. We're gonna take you through it and down. So if you did rent both of these units, this is actually how you could enter this lower unit here. So again, great strong flooring, original banister here, original staircase, and it takes us to this kind of speakeasy unit down here at the bottom. Very cool. So you have bedroom number one over here, which huge shout out to Interior Inspired. They took this kind of maroon color to pull the stained glass and everything else in this unit together. Really cool decor, really cool design. Got the luggage rack, got the garment rack, flat screen TV. And if you notice throughout this entire unit, you have this beautiful tin ceiling. Did not look beautiful when we got it, But rather than demo it, we decided to keep it and paint it. And as you can see, it really opens up the space. The way the light hits it, it actually makes it feel much bigger than it is. So huge shout out to Interior Inspired for that choice. We created this little nook. Now, who's the end user? Is it a family? Is it a bunch of guys, girls, bachelorette party, groups, couples, whoever, right? This is not the person booking it. This is for that friend. We all know who that friend is that maybe comes home and they've had too much to drink or whatever. This is for them. And we thought that was a better use of space than putting some storage or something under here. So a very cool way. And you can even increase your occupancy, which leads to more revenue. We've got 2 bathrooms over here and 2 more bedrooms. Let's take you into this one. Love the use of color, love the use of space. Again, you gotta work with what you have, and we leaned into it. Got the stained glass, we kept all these old decor features, we have individual lights for each user, individual places to plug in their phones, very important, luggage rack, flat screen TV, garment rack, full bath and shower here, should be bathroom and shower, bathroom and shower. Got our 3rd bedroom here, again, use of space and color to bring it all together. It feels cozy, it doesn't feel cramped, very comfortable, very strong beds, very comfortable mattresses. And here we are in the living area. And again, if you remember, there was an outdoor dining table. Well, that dining table belongs to this unit. So rather than try to cram a dining table and a living room in here, we went all out with the living room. That way, all 9 people that can sleep here have a place to hang out. Really, really cool sofa bed. I'm not a fan of most sofa beds. And in fact, I hadn't done one in a while until Interior Inspired gave me this model. I'll put a link in the description below. It's new, it's durable, easy to clean, and most importantly, it's comfortable. The mattress feels like a mattress. It doesn't feel like a sofa bed. We have our kitchen over here. We have another half bath here. And let's go outside to finish this unit. Again, you gotta think about your end user. What are they gonna want? We gave this unit this parking, right? If I'm pulling up and I got my groceries, I don't wanna deal with the rest of this. I park here. This is for this unit. I go right in here. We'll also have a door closer for this, automatic, and we'll also have a nice big rubber welcome mat. And that does it for this unit. Let's talk about this ADU. All right, so here we are. And technically this is still part of the 3rd unit, but we have the optionality of renting this as a long-term tenant as an ADU. So we can either have 3 short-term rentals on this property or 3 short-term rentals and a long-term tenant. We'll decide that once we start operating. But for now, it's staged for either or. And the way we saw this working was for 2 people. We want to optimize this for 2 people. Usually I'm a fan of cramming as many people as we can to maximize the occupancy and maximize the revenue. But in this space, I went the exact opposite direction, and I wanted to create something that was attractive for 2 people. So as you can see, you've got a small barbecue, you've got seating for 2 over there, seating for 2 over here. And as you come inside, you'll see there's even more seating for 2 over here. Now, again, why isn't there a living room? Well, we didn't have space for it. And rather than giving them a couch, another place to just sit, especially while you're in Southern California and it's beautiful outside, let's give them a place to eat. So we're by Little Italy. We have a full chef's kitchen with cutting boards and spices and all of the pots and pans and dishware that you need. They can cook in the kitchen. They can sit here, have a nice meal, look at the view. And then again, original stained glass doors, and just leaned into what we had, right? So you had this original roof, original stained glass windows, this original lamp. We didn't want to demo any of that. So the design and operations just pulled from it. You have this really cool antique phone, antique fan. And again, just keeping that end user in mind. And so we called this the romance suite, right? Very romantic, very Little Italy vibes, durable metal bed, no wooden slats, nice memory foam mattress. But that about does it for this property. If you have any questions involving optimizations, operations, Airbnb in general, just comment the word Airbnb below and we'll reach out to you. Thanks guys. See you at the next one.